All right, we're back. We've had a little bit of a scrub. Fortunately, looked after ourselves. I'm off my deathbed, as a matter of fact, to be here. So that's how excited I am about Breeders' Crown weekend. And we're looking at the 4-year-old paces. The fields came out, I think, a couple of days ago for these races. We'll start with the boys this time. We'll flip it on its head here. This was going to be one of the most anticipated races on Super Sunday. It probably still is, Baker, but the draw really has fallen in Ideal for Real's favour.
Probably. I'm not sure any draw really would have changed the result of the market because TCB McRae's never shown gate speed. Yes, maybe if he drew the polar barrier to it could have been interesting, but I think it was always probably going to fall this way. And they say we don't work hard. Working on a Saturday as well is pretty impressive. Look, this race, I think we'll have different maps here. I think Controversial can get across Repeat After Me, which is important for your multiples. Yeah. Then Hand Up to Ideal for Real makes it a bit harder for Repeat After Me. But look, Ideal for Real's got the score on the board. He looks a bit of a machine. He can sit parked. I think he loves running time in the breeze, and he just keeps pounding all the way home. So for me, he has to be on top. Obviously, Ideal for Real. I think personally he should go forward, find the breeze, and hand it over to Meningate. Sit 1-1 on their backs and try and out sprint them from there rather than 30 metres away. He may not, but it's going to be a great race either way.
So who have you got finding the front first?
Controversial.
Right.
Is that controversial?
That is controversial, to be honest.
He's pretty quick, and Repeat After Me is a musterer.
Yeah, I went 27.4 off the arm recently in the first quarter. I think he'll do enough. Artistic Flight's probably more likely. I would have thought of getting the top first, but I'm happy. The $7.28 a place for Repeat After Me, I'm okay with, given it ran fourth in the Vic Bred Super Series final. I'm with Ideal for Real. I think the draws would have made a big difference if Ideal for Real had drawn the second line and TCB McRae had drawn a position where he could float forward and stay within 8 to 10 metres. That's probably not going to happen here. Ideal for Real, I think, is going to get the front. I think he'll just keep rolling forward and everything will.
Why can't he stay within 8 to 10 metres?
I think.
Does he not have the ability to work forward to the breeze?
Well, what happens then? I'm saying 8 to 10 metres with cover. What happens if he floats forward and nothing wants to give him the breeze? We'll take the breeze off him.
I'd be shocked if Meningate didn't come.
He probably would. He probably would. But how much petrol have you already spent with a horse who's never done that before? Look, the scenario just hasn't worked out for him.
Well, it's grand final day.
It's not grand final. It's one of many grand finals coming up for TCB McRae. I think he'll run a super race. In fact, I'm almost certain he'll run second. But I think it'll be a very similar scenario to the Vic Bred Super Series final, and Ideal for Real will be too good because there's not much between them in terms of that snap speed, and the margin that TCB McRae will be giving up should be a little bit too much. I think Meningate stole Sonic key chances for third, along with Admiral Bronski, and that Repeat After Me have already espoused his virtues if he's able to hold up early and hand up potentially to Ideal for Real. The 4-year-old mares features one of my favourites, Delight Me, and I'm actually glad about the draw outside the second line, Baker, because it means we'll get a price. Well, that price that we've been given is $1.60. It's good enough for me. Do you think she's a moral?
More than fair. The only thing I'd say is that as impressive as she was on Vic Bred Super Series night, and even since then, she doesn't generally win by big margins, but she just seems to know where the post is, and her run in that Vic Bred Super Series 3 wide, effectively the trip, and then to pull out and still hunt down the leader was pretty enormous. So I have a similar opinion to you. I think she's probably just better than them, and the draw only increases her price. Obviously, Cyclone Kate's racing really well, and again, unlike you, I think there is a sneaky chance at the pole marker of Miss Riviera Belle with a little bit of speed this time drawn between it and Chill Desire may be able to hold that early challenge, and that'll give Cyclone Kate a lovely run. It's going to be a great race, but Delight Me, I think if you're playing your quaddies with that big jackpot, you probably have to play her one out. Cyclone Kate love list on the next level.
I'll be playing her one out. If we've got massive approxies, maybe we can flip things there, but I definitely think she'll win. I think Loveless can run second. Cyclone Kate's in an awkward position if Mr. Riviera Belle doesn't lead. She's in all sorts as a matter of fact. So Loveless can roll forward, maybe find the breeze and then hand it over to Delight Me, or even find the front. So well, I don't mind the front line draw for her, even though it's wide. Amaretto, I was happy enough with the run last up, 3 wide the trip at Bendigo, and the mare's free for all there. And Miss Riviera Belle's a horse I've always had time for. We're sticking with the faves. We're sticking with Emma Stewart. That cleans up the paces for Super Sunday.
You're going to be able to sleep tonight?
I hope we'll be able to sleep tonight.
It's like the night before Christmas.
It is like the night before Christmas, but I might even have to stay ill. It's just a long way from Cranbourne to Melton, so I might stay close to home being Tabcorp Park. Good luck on Super Sunday. We'll be there. Can't wait for it.